In 2025, a major shift in U.S. immigration policy is making global headlines. The United States has officially banned immigration from 5 Asian nations, and the move is stirring up international reactions. In today's video, we'll break down which countries are affected, why they were targeted, and how these new policies are impacting real people. Let's unpack this controversial decision and see what's really going on behind the scenes. Number 5, Pakistan. Why is Pakistan facing a U.S. immigration ban in 2025? The biggest concern centers around security risks and vetting gaps. According to U.S. intelligence reports, certain militant groups continue to operate in parts of Pakistan, and there are growing worries that individuals with extremist ties could exploit weak screening procedures to enter the U.S. But that's not all. Another major issue is forged documentation. Over the past few years, U.S. immigration officials have reported a surge in fake passports, student IDs, and work credentials linked to visa applications from Pakistan. This has undermined trust in the documentation process and triggered red flags in national security reviews. So, what does the new policy include? All categories of visas, tourist, work, student, and even family reunification, are now either restricted or outright banned for Pakistani nationals under the 2025 directive. Critics say this is an overreach that unfairly targets innocent individuals. But the U.S. government argues that until better vetting systems are in place, the risks are too high to ignore. Thousands of Pakistani students and professionals now find themselves locked out of opportunities they've worked toward for years. And with diplomatic ties between Washington and Islamabad already strained, this ban only deepens the divide. Quick pause. Tell us in the comments where you're watching from. We love hearing from our global viewers. Now, let's head to the next country on the list. Number 4, Afghanistan. Why is Afghanistan included in the 2025 immigration ban? The short answer is state collapse and ongoing violence. Since the Taliban's return to power in 2021, Afghanistan has faced political upheaval, economic collapse, and rising refugee outflows. For U.S. immigration officials, this presents a serious challenge. There's no reliable partner government to verify identities or process deportations. Another issue is the lack of biometric and criminal databases. Without access to proper background information, U.S. authorities say they can't guarantee who's entering the country. That poses a huge national security concern, especially after years of U.S. military involvement in the region. So what does this mean for Afghan nationals? The 2025 ban has halted refugee resettlement, stopped asylum claims, and suspended all other immigration channels. For families who worked with U.S. forces or were hoping to flee persecution, this decision is devastating. Human rights groups are calling the ban inhumane, especially given America's role in Afghanistan's recent history. But the U.S. administration argues that until there's a stable and verifiable government in place, it's too dangerous to keep immigration doors open. Number 3, Indonesia. Why is Indonesia, one of Southeast Asia's largest democracies, suddenly facing an immigration freeze? It all comes down to visa overstays and labor violations. According to new reports, a growing number of Indonesians enter the U.S. on tourist or student visas but remain long after their permits expire. In addition, the U.S. Department of Labor has flagged illegal employment networks that bring Indonesian workers into the country under false pretenses. Many end up in exploitative conditions, violating labor laws and visa rules alike. The Indonesian government has been slow to crack down on these networks, and that's now triggering diplomatic backlash. But there's more. U.S. officials have also criticized Jakarta's weak cooperation in deportation efforts, citing delays in bureaucracy when trying to return individuals with expired visas or denied asylum claims. As a result, all major immigration pathways from Indonesia have been shut down for 2025. Students, workers, and tourists are now caught in limbo, many with no idea when or if they'll ever be allowed in again. Critics of the ban say it punishes law-abiding citizens who follow the rules. But the Trump-led administration insists that strong actions are necessary to fix broken immigration systems and ensure legal compliance from foreign governments. Wait, before we continue, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're learning something new. Now on to number 2. Number 2, Iran. Why is Iran back on the U.S. immigration ban list in 2025? This decision ties directly to rising geopolitical tensions. The U.S. accuses Iran of continuing to support militant groups across the Middle East and attempting cyberattacks on American infrastructure. But there's also concern about espionage threats. Intelligence agencies warn that some Iranian nationals, especially those working or studying in tech fields, may be recruited to spy for the Iranian regime. These accusations have been heavily disputed by Tehran, but the U.S. government says it can't afford to take risks. The new 2025 policy includes a complete suspension of student visas, business travel, and green card applications from Iran. It's one of the strictest bans issued in recent years and affects thousands of Iranians who were hoping to study, work, or join family in the U.S. What's the impact? American universities are already reporting a drop in international applicants from Iran, students who would have filled STEM programs or conducted research. Families are also torn apart, with no timeline for reunion. Despite the backlash, U.S. officials say national security comes first. Until Iran changes its foreign policies, they argue, immigration restrictions will remain in place. And now, number 1, the Philippines. This may surprise many, but the Philippines is now on the list due to record high numbers of undocumented immigrants. U.S. immigration data shows a significant increase in Filipinos overstaying tourist or temporary work visas, especially in states like California, Nevada, and Hawaii. Compounding the problem is the rise of human trafficking operations. Some Filipinos are being brought to the U.S. under fraudulent work contracts, then forced into domestic or labor jobs under harsh conditions. The U.S. government has urged Manila to take stronger action, but according to officials, progress has been slow. Another concern is backlogged deportations. The Philippine government has reportedly delayed accepting deportees, making it harder for U.S. authorities to enforce immigration law. So, what's in the new rule? In 2025, visa access for Filipinos will be severely restricted. Student visas, work permits, and family reunification requests are all on hold. Even tourist visas will face increased scrutiny. This is a shocking move, especially considering the long-standing relationship between the U.S. and the Philippines. Filipino Americans are among the largest Asian immigrant groups in the country. For many, this ban feels like a betrayal. Still, the administration says it's about accountability. Unless the Philippine government cooperates more actively on immigration enforcement, the ban will likely remain in place. So there you have it, 5 Asian countries facing new U.S. immigration bans in 2025. The reasons range from security concerns to visa abuse and diplomatic breakdowns. But one thing is clear. The world of immigration is changing fast, and these policies are reshaping lives across continents. Do you agree with these new immigration rules? Or do you think they go too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments, we'd love to hear from you. And if you found this video insightful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Continental Explorer, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on global affairs and migration trends. Until next time, stay curious and stay informed.